Welcome back, herd. Here is your market update for Elephant ecosystem and the rest of the crypto markets. Let's jump into it. Let's start with Bitcoin. As we all know, this is the forerunner of the crypto space, guys, and we want to make sure that we follow along with its movements before we move on. So Bitcoin is sitting at $63,000 right now. Coming off the top of the range here, it's been range bound since the middle of March. So I do think this is nice, bullish consolidation, guys. This is classic bull flag after a long run up. I do think we could come down one more time to test about 55,000, maybe even down to 53,000 before we resume this bull market, guys. But it all depends on the SEC. I think we had a little bit of a fake out yesterday. We could have broken out of this pattern yesterday if we hadn't got a Wells notice sent to Robinhood yesterday. And I think the market was ready to pump, but I think we're seeing a little bit of resilience now. And so we could either go back down to, like I said, 54 to 53,000 before we head back up, or we could be breaking out shortly. I think we've spent plenty of time in this range, guys, and I do think the market is primed to go up. Let's jump into Ethereum real quick. Same kind of pattern here, although it's definitely a little bit more steep. So I do think we could see a dump all the way down to about 2750, but I do think we could be also heading up. So we'll see what happens. I believe May 20th or 21st is the decision factor on that ETH ETF that we've all been waiting for. And I do think if that gets approved, ETH will send, and so will all the rest of the alts. All right, up next is BNB, guys, and this has been extremely consistent, making almost a perfectly straight bull flag, guys. I do expect this to break out at some point, and it could be sooner than later. BNB has been so strong after its pump above like 320 here. When it broke resistance from the bear market, it has been up, and then it has just been sitting here at 591 to 600. A very, very strong bull flag here, guys. I do expect great things for the BNB chain, and that bodes well for Elephant, obviously. And then let's get into Salana before we move into the Elephant ecosystem coins. Salana has broken out of its downward trend line here, and I do think this could extend, although a retest would not be out of the cards here before we head up. It really depends on what Bitcoin and Ethereum do, as Salana, though has a mind of its own, will definitely follow the market trends in general. I do think by the end of the cycle, guys, Salana could be reaching $500 to $1,000 per token, and that is part of the reason why we've put Trunk on the Salana ecosystem, to take advantage of some of that price appreciation in that market. All right, let's get into the Elephant Money ecosystem tokens, guys. Elephant hasn't been on a relatively steady decline. However, it has found resistance down here at 18 cents per million, and I do expect it to start heading up in the right direction, especially if the rest of the market does. Though Elephant is the backbone of this ecosystem, guys, it hasn't been the focus for us lately. I do expect to see a parabolic rise in Elephant at some point, guys, but it is a sleeping giant with extremely thick liquidity, guys, and I do think when it starts moving, it will move fast. But overall, we are extremely focused on what Trunk is doing right now. Trunk has a burning mechanism, guys. It has just been included in the Elephant Futures Turbine, and I am very excited to see where this goes. It's technically a meme coin on the Salana ecosystem now, which I think gives it a lot more eyes than it had previously, and I do think that's why we're seeing a steady increase all the way up to now. We've hit 28 cents, and it's possible we'll see a really nice run here in the next couple days. And before I go, guys, here is a breaking announcement from BT. We have a Savannah House. This will likely be the governance token for the foundation that will govern the entire ecosystem when BT completely renounces the keys to all of the contracts. And if you're watching this to the very end, guys, there's an official announcement that on Friday, July 26th in Nashville, as a part of Bitcoin 2024, we'll have our first meetup for Savanna House as an Elephant Money community. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and become part of the herd by joining in some of our protocol, whether it be Elephant Money, Elephant Futures, Trunk on Salana or BNB, and check out Savannah House if you've been a part of the herd for some time. Have a great day, and God bless.